Gonna guess these guys aren't trading baseball cards. Sleep it off. Hey, guys! You got prescriptions for this stuff?
You're weak.
Drugs are maybe my most disliked criminal activity. Definitely top 5. Or bottom 5. However that works. Probably better if I'm not here when the cops arrive. This is Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning former publisher of the Daily Bugle.
Hey, plug the book.
And as always, if you order Mr. Jameson's book, Spider-Man, Threat or Menace, within 24 hours of our broadcast, you'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge.
No personalizations. Don't ask. Not gonna get it.
Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, alerting you to the threats you don't even know about. Let's dive right into the calls. Speak.
Okay, so not for nothing. You gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss is good for everybody.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer? Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
No, I'm a plumber.
Oh, good. Then fix my toilet and shut up! Let me explain something to you about crime bosses. Soon as one goes down, every punk with a gun, a tracksuit, and a drawer full of gold chains decides he's the next godfather. We're gonna have a gang war in the streets, but does that whip-headed moron give a damn? Of course not. He got on TV. That's what counts.
Yeah, well, I can get copper pipe without paying kickbacks now. So until that gang war starts, I'm on the webhead side.
And you'll be singing a different tune when 3 new mobs are lining up to charge you triple for that same pipe. Or just break your legs. Goodbye! My loyal listeners, brushheads they call themselves, though I've never quite understood why, will remember my warnings about the downright Orwellian crime monitoring system the city was installing. Well, it's not operating. Why, you ask? Because someone came to their senses and realized they'd be violating civil liberties? Wrong! Because those incompetent bureaucrats built a network that crashes more often than a wino driving a bumper car. So your tax dollars got wasted, and there's nothing to show for it. Which is about as close as you get to a happy ending in the real world, kids. And now for listener emails. May from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." Now I know she speaks from a place of concern, but this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger. I'm full of love. I call out injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity because I adore this city, and I want it to be better. What you hear in my voice, it's love. Nothing but love. Unbelievable. I understand we have another low-information caller who thinks we're better off thanks to Spider-Man. Let's see if I can set her straight. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
I just want to say that I've never seen Manhattan so safe and peaceful. Compare what it was like when Spider-Man first showed up to now.
Okay, fair enough, I will. Then we had police and firefighters doing a wonderful job. There was crime, sure, but nothing they couldn't handle. Of course, we do have things now we didn't have then. Maniacs who shoot electricity out of their eyes, walking piles of sand, Nazis made of bees!
Didn't Spider-Man put all those guys in jail?
You're missing the point. They didn't exist before he came along. At best, he attracts them. But I've often wondered if they're in cahoots.
Wow, I've never actually heard anyone say cahoots before. Look, all I'm saying is, I'd hate to imagine what would have happened if all those guys showed up and Spider-Man wasn't here.
Another lost cause. Goodbye. As I warned, Nostradamus-like, after Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk without preparing for the consequences, our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters, each trying to out-psycho the other. My next guest is lucky to have survived an armed robbery. Sir, we're glad you're okay.
Thanks. It was nuts. These dudes walk in like they own the place, waving guns around.
Appalling. When a businessman is afraid to make an honest living.
Yeah, it was a lifesaver that Spider-Man came along and stopped him.
Weren't you listening? He caused the problem. Forgive me for raising my voice. I'm emotional at the thought of what you went through. Jared, our caller seems shaken. Let's let him go.
I'm fine.
Goodbye! You might have heard about the robbery at Roseman's auction house. What you probably didn't hear, but my sources confirm, is that the perpetrators were wearing masks. Horrible, demonic faces. Yet another example of the explosion in mass criminals since Spider-Man came on the scene. Let's hear your thoughts. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I see your point, but Spider-Man stopped those guys today. Saying he's like them because he wears a mask isn't fair. It's like prejudiced.
Wrong. Here's a little lesson in the English language, my friend. Prejudice means to prejudge someone before you know anything about them. I know all I need to about Spider-Man. He runs around causing chaos, wearing a mask so he doesn't have to answer for his shenanigans, and a flashy costume so he gets attention to feed his gigantic, insatiable ego. Now, if I'm a mentally unstable person and I see him getting all this coverage, what am I going to do? It's called copycat behavior, people, and it's ruining New York. Get ready, folks, because this is a bombshell. We have on the line a lady whose husband was kidnapped by Spider-Man.
What? No, you've got it all wrong. My husband was kidnapped by criminals who shoved him into the trunk of a car. Spider-Man found him and got him out, then arrested the criminals when they came back.
Pardon me, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part over my intern's utter incompetence. You realize, of course, that it's possible Spider-Man arranged the kidnapping so he could save your husband and grab all the glory?
Huh, that seems like a lot of trouble to go to when he could just stop actual crimes.
It's clear we are at an impasse. My best to you and your husband, madam. Jared, go to commercial, then fire yourself. Then rehire yourself before the commercial ends. But no, your job hangs by a thread. If I paid you, I'd cut your salary in half.
The menu from my first real date with MJ. Wish I could have afforded someplace fancier. But she didn't seem to mind. My injured shoulder eventually healed. The bill took a lot longer to pay. Harry's VIP card for the nightclub. Harry always tried to include me. All I did was save this kid's balloon from floating away, and he made me this. It's the little things that make it all worth it. Spider plushie! Oh, a toy designer made this prototype to get me to license my likeness. Too bad there's no way to get paid without revealing my identity. Tried mixing up a prototype web fluid at Oscorp while Harry had his internship there. Didn't work. That place has always been bad luck for me. Fisk beat the hell out of me with these. I almost used them for evidence, until MJ pointed out I was trespassing, so I'd probably end up in jail. Typical Parker luck. Hey, my Mark I web shooters. Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same. I thought web swinging would let me get pizzas delivered fast. And it did. Fast and smashed. My underarm webs. Thought they might help me glide short distances, but they never really worked. Looked cool, though. Funny, my fear of heights didn't go away when I got my powers. Had to climb to the top of the Empire State to get over that. An Oscorp visitor badge from when I interviewed there. Would have paid well, but Dr. Octavius offered the chance to really make a difference. I could never give this prototype spider tracer enough range to be useful, but I did adapt the tech into my web traps, which really come in handy. Oh, oh man, I meant to wash this gym shirt 6 years ago. P.U. Hey, my first camera. I got this at a yard sale. Still uses film. I beat this wrestler right after getting my powers. Never had that much money before in my life. Or since, come to think of it. MJ wrote this article in the school paper about student protests. She was a heck of a journalist even then. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Why doesn't it ever feel like it? When the vulture cracked my eye lens, it almost blinded me. That was a wake-up call. Had to upgrade to a stronger material. The jammer I whipped up to jam Vulture's wings. Too bad he improved them after that. With this vial of the lizard's blood, I was able to mix up a cure and turn him back into Dr. Connors. Too bad it didn't last. After I got my powers, I didn't need my glasses anymore. Told everyone I got laser eye surgery with money from the Fisk Science Prize. Got some good parts from this old cell phone. Wonder what I could accomplish with a real budget, instead of dumpster diving. Ah, the good luck card from when I left the Daily Bugle to go into research. Some really great people there. And Jameson. Took a bullet from the cops back when they thought I was working with Electro. Good thing textbooks are thick. Too bad they're also expensive. This article blaming Spider-Man for Electro killing cops was the last straw. I had to quit taking pictures that helped Jameson print lies about me. This piece of the Shocker's original uniform showed me how to protect myself from his blasts. Of course, they always upgrade, don't they? Never finished this application for the coffee bean. Would have paid more than what I'm doing now. The last ball game Uncle Ben ever took me to. I need to get this framed. I could really use his advice now. Almost forgot I bought this snow globe for Aunt May. I think I get my love for this city from her. Maybe this'll help me balance work and a personal life, if I ever find time to read it. My prom boutonniere. Crushed when I had to fight Fisk. That kinda symbolizes my luck with relationships. Captain Watanabe gave me her cell number when she finally decided to trust me. She's risking a lot. If anyone finds out she's helping me, she'll lose her job. My thesis paper on neurotechnology. This got me the job with Dr. Octavius. When MJ and I applied for this lease, I thought we'd move in together. Instead, we broke up. I can be pretty oblivious sometimes. Rhino almost killed me until I broke this chip off his horn and figured out what his costume's made of. Still wasn't easy to beat him. My back still aches just thinking about it. My Wilson Fisk Science Prize trophy. And check. I couldn't turn it down without arousing suspicion, but no way was I gonna take his money, even though we could have used it. I did accept the lifetime supply of backpacks, though. The infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10, try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment. I bought this used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trig exam. You get what you pay for. Superheroing doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can. People know my parents died in a plane crash, but I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. Wish I knew more about them. I wish anyone did. Aunt May's recipe for wheat cakes! I could never make it work on my own. Rejected costume designs. Not bad, but I think the White Spider was definitely the way to go. Wish I knew who made this comic about me. Kid's got a future. One of these days I'll work out a fabric that warps sound and light waves. A stealth suit would really come in handy. Supposedly, Fisk made his fortune selling these spices. I mean, they're good, but not that good. Supposedly, used these electrician's gloves in my first fight with Electro. Gave me the idea to add insulation to my costume, which saved my bacon more than once. My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday. A spider signal! Cool idea, but any light source that made it bright enough was also way too hot. Someday, though. Oh yeah, that blind guy gave me his card in case Spider-Man ever needs a lawyer. Wait, hold on. If he's blind, how did he know I was Spider-Man? The Spidey Squad. My one and only fan club. When Jameson's going off on me, it helps to remember they're out there. This piece of Mysterio's helmet gave me ideas for my eye lenses. Go ahead, sue me, fishbowl head. Gotta have something to do on stakeouts. Still not sure if opening this would set the Sandman free, but I'm in no hurry to find out. Jameson gave me this at his Bugle retirement party. I thought nobody would listen to his talk show. Shows how much I know.
are trapped following a car accident. Please converge on Central Park.
Nasty car wreck down there. People might be hurt.
Over here! Help, please!
Someone's pinned under that car. Need to hurry. Almost got it!
Spider-Man! A bunch of guys robbed a bodega and took off to an 80. They caused the wreck.
Whoever caused this wreck is nearby. Need to find and stop them.
Over here!
I'm losing them! Gotta catch up.
Think you forgot to give people your insurance info back there.
Hold steady! I'll get him!
Here's your stuff.
Gotta shut them.
Hey, Spider-Man! You should check this out.
Doing a little nighttime bird watching?
Well, I was watching for nocturnal raptors in the park when I noticed a bunch of men armed with rifles over at Belvedere Castle.
Thanks for the heads up, Miss,
Stephanie, let me know if I can help. I'll keep an eye on the activities from up here.
Thanks for the assist, Stephanie. Why would armed men be at Belvedere Castle? Got a hunch they're not tourists. Fisk's men. This isn't good.
Getting too old for this.
Literally didn't see that coming.
Hey, there he is! I'm gonna teach you respect!
That's all of them. Let's find out what they were up to. Not sure what's going on here. Wonder if there's any info I can get from this flash drive. Awesome. Stephanie, a bird just stole a flash drive full of evidence. Maybe a pigeon. Is that normal?
It is nesting season, so I'm not surprised. You know, I think there's a nest in the trees just southeast of the castle.
Great, I'll check it out. He's got buddies. Great. Come back with that flash drive, you dirty sky rats!
Try positive reinforcement. You know, pigeons are actually remarkably intelligent.
Remarkably intelligent, huh? Hey, pigeons! Sorry about the dirty sky rats thing. Maybe we can make a deal? Whatever Fisk is paying you in birdseed, I'll double it! Got one. It doesn't have the drive. Fuck this. This is it. I've got the drive. Back to the laptop to see what Fisk's men were up to. Looks like they were uploading a worm to the Central Park Wi-Fi system. This could give them backdoor access to a ton of personal data. Come to think of it, even I use this network. Wait, it's still uploading remotely. There must be multiple access points. Stephanie, you're my eyes in the sky. See anything else strange in the park?
I see a pair of horned owls and... oh, more guys at a nearby junction box.
Thanks. Keep a lookout for anything else. I need to get to that junction box before the upload completes. If they can't access the laptop, they can't upload.
Clear. Got eyes on Spider-Man! I'm in an ass-kicking move! Heads up! He's... Wreck him! Yeah, got it! I'll teach you some respect!
Whoa, okay. This is almost as exciting as the time I saw 3 chestnut-sided warblers. Hey, I just noticed 2 other junction boxes being hit. Sending you the location.
Thanks for the heads up. I better get moving. 2 more? I never thought I'd say this. Why does Central Park need such strong Wi-Fi coverage? I thought people came here to get away. There they are. Need to keep them away from that box.
Quit hiding! Fight like a man! I see him!
One more to go.
I know I'm...
Sweet dreams.
He's gonna throw it! I'm in an ass-kicking mood! You want some? The hell was that? Get him! Get stuff off of me!
There. The people of Manhattan can rest easy knowing that their passwords and cat videos are safe.
Spider-Man? I think they might have seen me.
Oh no. Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Armed men just arrived.
Lock the roof entrance and hold tight. I'm on my way. I need to get to Stephanie before Fisk's men do. She wouldn't be involved if it weren't for me.
They're trying to break down the door.
We know you're working with the spider. Open up!
Nearly there.
Split up and find the girl with the binoculars. Spider-Man, take him out and then toss the girl over the edge. Chew on this. Can't hit him in the air. Get it! We can't let him beat us! This'll wrap things up. Rush him!
That's all of them. Should check on Stephanie.
Oh, thank you, Spider-Man. That was a little more exciting than my average night of birding.
Hey, thank you. Your eagle eye stopped an incarcerated crime boss from harvesting half the city's personal data.
Not too shabby, huh? Plus, I found a nest of red-breasted nuthatches when you triple kicked that guy in the face. Real beauties, too. You want to check them out?
Thanks, but I think I'll focus on jailbirds for now. Yuri, I'm looking at a Fisk site where there's a lot of people, but not much work getting done.
That you can see. They're keeping it under wraps.
I'll turn over some rocks. Nighty night.
Hammerhead and Silvermane and Tombstone and all these other yahoos get thin the herd a little.
It's like that time the boss had to leave the country.
Exactly. Beat the charges, came back, and nobody crossed him.
I think people were glad he was back. He kept things from getting too out of control.
Absence makes the heart grow fond.
Dano, that you? Gotta find a new podcast.
Checking now.
Anybody comes here has to be suicidal. Anybody hear that?
Guys, we got a spider problem.
Snoring now.
No! Come on! Where is he?
Something ain't right. Better call the fellas.
Stand down! Get him! The boss wants Spider-Man's head! How is he beating us? Gonna teach you respect!
Latecomers! That's a lot of tardy flips I'm gonna have to write!
Oh crap! Don't let him spook you! Smoke him!
Getting weaker.
Friggin' ballerina! Get down here!
Ah, backup's here! Why don't I have backup? All right! Nobody likes me!
Boss is sick and tired of you. And so am I.
Spider-Man, my sources say they're running exotic weapons out of that location. Explosives, rocket launchers.
Fisk does manage to get stuff you don't see outside the military.
That needs to stay off the streets, by any means necessary.
Hey! Kick his ass!
Reinforcements! You know there's different types of reinforcing. You could just say great job a lot.
You don't mess with the Kingpin and live. Won't you die? Let's get that thing done.
More of them! It's kind of touching how badly you guys want to join your boss in jail!
Are you kidding me?
way.
Got Big Willie's guys and his weapons all wrapped up like Christmas morning.
Well, you've got a red suit, so you're close enough to Santa Claus for me. Thanks.
Yuri, this place is full of fist guys with suspicious bulges. Guns. I'm talking about guns. Obviously.
I can't order a raid over bulges.
Just a hunch, but there might be a public disturbance pretty soon.
They respected him more because of it. You watch. He beats this rap, he'll be kissing his ass more than ever.
Just between us, I saw the boss, I thought, you know? What? He was out of shape? Yeah, a lot of people think that. Most of them are dead.
How do you get so powerful?
He trained with the sumo in Japan. It's all about mass and strength.
I ain't never seen a sumo do some of the stuff the boss does.
Well, he didn't just train with the sumo. But asking too many questions ain't good for your health, okay? I went to college for this. I'm getting wet!
In jail, out of jail. Boss is still the man.
Check it out.
Nothing over here.
I'm on it.
Get this stuff up! Got webs here. Spider-Man nearby.
Quit hiding. Fight like a man.
Who's there?
You're in timeout.
Anyone else hear that? Safety's surprise.
We still got this! More guys? Okay, form an orderly line. I promise I'll arrest everyone! That's gonna leave a mark. Watch it high! It's sad that when I see a mob rushing toward me, I assume they want to kill me. But they always do!
Spider-Man, every worker assigned to that site reported winning big in Atlantic City recently.
Quick and dirty way to launder money. Could be where Fisk keeps his cash these days.
We shut it down, we'll really put the squeeze on him. I'm working on a warrant.
Way ahead again.
Reinforcements! Great! I was getting kind of sick of these other guys. Won't stop me. Find someone who cares about you like Willie's guys care about getting kicked in the face, and you'll be golden!
Not now.
They come!
He's webbing me!
Your people won't have any problems here now.
And Wilson Fisk's problems just keep adding up. Nice going.
Folks, you know I'm not one to promote conspiracy theories. Except ones I think are worthy of further discussion, like this one. I've heard reports of Spider-Man hovering around radio towers. At first, I thought he was sabotaging them. But a far more alarming possibility came to mind. In his misguided delusion that he is protecting us, is he hacking into all our conversations? Business deals, credit card transactions, those personal calls with the wife when you're on a long, lonely book tour. I mean, when one is on a book tour, I wasn't talking about myself. I don't do that sort of thing, and anyone who thinks they have recordings of me doing it is wrong.
Vehicle pursuit is currently in progress. Incident is ongoing in the West Village.
Yuri, this construction site's about as legit as the watches they sell in Times Square.
I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
What else is new?
There he is! Open fire!
Someone needs a nap.
He's picking us off one by one. Safety's...
You're done.
Sam.
Andre, you still up for ramen after this? Andre! David, someone check on him. Taking a look.
Anyone else?
You're just not very observant.
Hey!
Spider-Man. Had to be. Heads up.
Oh, sorry. Did I startle you?
Who's there? I know I'm...
Let's play the quiet game.
Spider-Man! You know what to do.
Don't let him web you!
You guys are late. Don't worry. I got plenty of face kicks left.
Whoop his ass! What is...
Really? More guys? I don't have this many friends.
Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Oh, crap! Look out!
Oh, great, more of them. Guys, Fisk isn't here. You could have just bailed. Reinforcements again? This is only acceptable if you're all showing up in clown cars.
Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
How many more Fisk construction sites are there?
None. He had every one of them working overtime to bring in money.
Well, now he's gonna have a tough time keeping his operation running, which is bad for Fisk and good for New York.
I trust you've enjoyed yourself.
Willie, funny story. I was just at one of your buildings, and you'll be shocked to hear that there were shenanigans of the criminal variety. TLDR, Fisk construction is closed.
I have other sources of revenue, but you've inconvenienced me, and there will be consequences. My memory's long. My reach is longer.
I should make all the guys who've sworn to kill me fight it out for the privilege.